All right, let's get into a game. Um, hmm. Typhoon spec, maybe. Giant spec, I'm not so sure. Because we don't necessarily unlock the giant unless it's a free Vulcan. Guess the giant spec is okay. I don't know. The Typhoon's also pretty good too. Um, Cost control. It's got a lot of fire here. We're just gonna go, obviously, crawlers. And I think we just position it like this. I just don't know if the just don't know if the crawlers run up fast enough. They should, but it's kind of close. I think this is okay though. Yeah, let's see how well the crawlers splash the tank and the arc light. First volley, most of it lands on the saber, so not ideal. Second volley is good. I guess what we have to do is we have to move the sabers like more on the sides, but then we leave the towers a little bit exposed, so that's the downside. All right, we see phoenixes on round one. All right, it's it's a pretty good move for him. It's got a really good setup here already. Guess we go for the farce here. We cannot go for what we want to go for here. I think we just do the. I think we just do this. And I think we do this. Now, what else do we do? One more chaff, probably. Kind of don't mind the chaff coming in early in case there's fire, but it's probably better to have it here. Double Phoenix. We still have nothing. Well, we do have this Farseer to respond to that. He goes for the double Fang. Okay, so that's more stuff to burn with the fire. The good thing by not going Phantom Ray round 2 is it hides our intentions. I really like doing that because we always go round 2 Phantom Ray, so when it's round 3, it's like they totally don't expect it. That being said, he already has 2 Phoenixes out there, so it's not like we're in the most amazing position when it comes to going into air. Can we get this guy? Yes. All right. That worked out pretty good. Don't think we take the level though. Advanced missile device. Don't think we go for that. Quick teleport. Interesting, but probably not amazing. Oh, so he doesn't run the extinguisher. That's so good. He's probably gonna try it on us though, right? Just skip straight into these guys. And I wonder what we do with these guys. Probably need to start selling. And just get another one. So 2, 3, 4. We already got the drop. So we're not getting. We gotta go. The fire is gonna be a long, long ways away. Unfortunately, here. Range first. Okay. I was hoping to see fire. But it's very nice that we cover our flanks here. So kind of some of his deployments are kind of canceled out. But Phoenixes are still pretty hefty anti-air units, so now the problem is the chaff. We don't have that much, like... Okay, can we get this guy too? Yes. Yeah, the problem is the chaff here. We're gonna get stuck with the fangs and we're gonna end up losing everything. So the fire is a huge problem. We get our Typhoon, which is interesting. Kind of forgot we had that. Quick cooldown does nothing. Let's just skip. Probably go for something here. Probably have to sell out of this. Yeah, so he made a really he made a gamble that didn't kind of work out for him. But we need fire here. So it's 5, 6, 7. It's 1/3 chance next round. It's kind of rough here. What can we actually do? We need it. Do we just go arc lights? I don't think so. We could just go hound. That's going to cost us so much. Kind of just keep... I think we just keep going with these guys here. Maybe actually go for another Typhoon, because that counts as chaff clear here actually. Kind of want to go shield, but we don't have the money, which is very unfortunate. And we got to do something here. Maybe just upgrade this and go for an oil. All right. Ooh. Throws a battleship. That's not good. Hopefully he targets the crawler. No, he does not. This is gonna win him the get him the tower and everything, but it does cost him quite a bit. That being said, we did spend money on the oil. He doesn't have the extinguisher, so we probably have to go for the hounds next round, no matter what. It's just cheapest way of going fire, unless we want to go for the storms. But we're getting very low on HP here. It's starting to look very bad for us. Get the drop. Overlord is amazing. Not for us, for him. I think we need to just sell it. 600 versus 500. Yeah. We'll sell this, and let's think about this. Do we just go... Kind of want to go shield. So it becomes way too expensive. I think we just go for the Vulcan now, actually. Kind of sucks, but I mean, I don't know what else we can do here. Yes, this will fire here first, but I think we have to start borrowing as well for this shield. This just kind of goes in the middle here. Maybe this is better, but it's a little exposed, but it might be better. All right, boat time. This is very bad for us. It's 4 packs of Phantom Rays. We have nothing in the front here. And the Fangs are even worse here. The Fangs are worse than the Crawler even. Alright, finally our flanks can join the fight. This is not great at all here. The fire finally clears the chaff, but it's not that much stuff left here. Alright, we actually win this, it looks like. Nope. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see, what do we do here? Do we go just Typhoon? It's just Typhoon with AA now. Elite Recruit Typhoon with AA. I think that's our only move. Mass produce wasp. Is that going to be good here? It's got wasp production. Not sure if wasp is going to be good against this. I don't think so. Heavy armor, laser sight is going to be good into with a typhoon, I would imagine. Probably need to sell out of the Farseer. Unfortunately. And let's just elite recruit. Click aerial spec, borrow. Do this. Do this. So we clear the flanks. And what else can we do here? Let's continue to do this. And 300 left over. Not sure. Maybe just, maybe oil bombs here, but maybe not worth the money. We already have this. So do we just upgrade this, or do we get stats? Maybe upgrade these guys. Yeah. So no text yet on the Overlord, interestingly. The flanks are still taking forever to get into the fight, which means the Vulcans are kind of exposed, but stuff is behind a shield, which is also not great. But maybe the Overlords are just walking forward enough that we're still able to get on top of them. It looks like we are here. Fire comes down perfectly in time. This is a huge round for us. Alright, I think we just skip. Continue to upgrade these guys. How much did these guys do? They did something, right? Throwing in some wasps is also good, but I think we just keep going with this. What is he going to do? He's going to go some kind of armor now to block this, right? So then that means we need more EMP wasps now, maybe? EMP wasps would be interesting, wouldn't it? So we go... Guess it's got to be double tech, aerial spec, and EMP. Just kind of a lot here. Probably do this first. Let's borrow. And aerial spec. Okay. Now we'll sell something. Maybe like this guy. I want to get missiles, but I also want to get extra range here. Not sure what's better. Alright, what does he have here? Dual tech, so perfect. Perfect to go for the EMP here. This is assuming we actually make contact with the Overlords. Do we? Nope. We only make contact with the Phoenixes here, but here we will make contact. Here we will make contact. It's pretty huge. This is not great, obviously. The tower helps us, but I'm not sure if we're able to beat this. Okay, just barely. Probably keep going for laser sights. I think we laser sight this guy, or this guy did so much. Let's laser sight him. Throw down the oil again. Probably just go straight for that oil, maybe. We do expect a shield though, so maybe make it a little bit more conservative, like this. Okay, I think we want more of these guys, potentially with range. Is range what we need, or is just more like these guys here? Maybe we need this also, but maybe not. Maybe we just need like another, we need missiles. Is range what we need? Maybe. Or is it just more of these guys? I think it's range here, actually. And 50 speed, maybe? Maybe. And why don't we sell out with this guy? Click the range. Okay. Still, the same two techs. Nothing new. Late chaff, obviously a huge problem, but maybe the overlords they kind of walk in and our wasps can kind of disable them, but not like this. Not with the shield, not with all the chaff. Starting to disable one here, but it's not enough. Yeah, there's just too much, it's too much chaff here. We're gonna lose the game, I think, right here. Hoping we can survive here, but it's kind of close. Okay, very close. What do we do here? Additional deploy. Not sure about that. It's the last round of the game. Photon emission is great for him. I think we don't go for speed here. I think we need to go for... We also need to go maybe for more oil missiles here because of the shields. Let's borrow, get range. Probably get oil missiles, I think. And just get some more phantom rays going forward here. I think we want a couple missiles, like a missile here. That's going to take care of that. A missile here, a missile here. We are very desperate now. This could be sold, most likely. Continue to do this. Might as well upgrade these guys. And probably want the extra attack, maybe? We just pour more missiles down here, maybe? He's gonna have a shield. He's gonna have shields. There's no trooper late chaff. What we need is actually like chaff here, I think. But that's not gonna do so much. It's gonna make his boats come in later. So I think we just go for the defense here. Unless there's something we're not seeing. Yeah, maybe just some random missile here. Okay. Hopefully the oil kind of stuff can, you know. Problem is, yeah, are we able to get ignition here? We should be able to. Some of the fire is inside of the shield, which is what we were looking for here. But this is still not great. Now all those guys are EMP'd. This is exactly what we wanted to happen here. It's the best case scenario. Can't believe going oil on the rays was the right move there. Fortunately, we still have to play this out. It's just not amazing. Okay, so more fire. Melting point, saber tooth. don't think we go melting points. He's got his own things here. Fire badgers are interesting, but they die too quickly. We have enough fire, so it's just going to be a cell, I think. We're going to keep upgrading these guys. I don't know about shield. Shield's not going to do anything. Keep upgrading these guys. Borrow, range. I think it's going to be more of these typhoons. He might go for a boat here, and if he does, we're kind of screwed. Nothing we can do against a boat. We put a boat here, I don't think we win. Kind of just gets killed by the Overlord. These didn't do much, so let's not keep investing in these. Let's just... Maybe it's just more wasps here. It's either more wasps for these guys, or it's just a mixture of both. Go for one more here. Another wasp here. And... I don't know. Maybe another one here. A lot of missiles, obviously. Maybe we need a shield. Okay. Yeah, too late. Yeah, I was gonna put a shield down, but it kind of ran out of time. Not sure if it's gonna make a difference. Looks like the ground battle is kind of... there's nothing really... There's no ground battle anymore, so to speak. It's pure air now. And this is the first time that we've actually really pulled this off with the Wasp. Wasp versus super late boats. I have to say that now we feel comfortable going up against boats, maybe for the first time. It's just that these EMP wasps are just so good against the boats. Well, once it gets disabled, man, think about how much it does. They lose the range, so they basically don't shoot. The mothership, obviously, but the most important thing is the launcher overload. I wonder if the high explosive would have done anything. It's just that he needs to clear all the wasps. If one wasp touches them, then the boat is... It's essentially like 25% as powerful as it used to be. And that's what I think is the reason why this EMP is so strong. All right, let's see if this was actually something the opponent made a mistake with, or was it just that our build's just too strong? Now, I think the fire here didn't do anything. There's only 3 chaff. So I don't think it's worth like investing into this. I think it's worth going this and just selling out. And like doing this and just keep going more boats here. Borrow range. Maybe upgrade this guy. Interesting that there's, I mean, just the oil itself is enough. To just the oil probably is okay because we can go, we can clear a lot of chaff. I mean, this is going to burn anyways. So, okay. Do we go for another boat? The shields are going to be good, but now we know the shields are kind of not super effective. But they are still a little effective. Do we go for the shields? Or just another boat, maybe? Also, I'm wondering, like, do we also go for... Yeah, the techs aren't the greatest. I think just go for another boat. Let's just see how this works. 50? We definitely don't go speed. Probably want something like this, or maybe we... Yeah, maybe something like this. There's no need for the fire badger up front because the fire oil ignites on his side anyways. So yeah, if the boats win here, then I guess we're back to the drawing board here. It seems like once the EMP hits, the boats are just done. Just doesn't matter. Okay. So we're not back to the drawing board. We are confident against boats again. But like, I just don't understand. Like, is it I think it's maybe the lack of AA spec. Like, what if we just have like the best boat counter here? Like, one. So we have this. We gotta click this, right? What if we did that? Would that be good? And I still want to click this. Let's borrow. Maybe this. I mean, we need the range, so I'm not gonna click. I'm not gonna click anything else. Probably just go for the oil, unless. Probably just go for the oil, right? Alright, so theoretically, the wasps have a chance to kill the wasps, but the problem is the wasps are too high level. So even if the wasps can like kind of kill the other wasps, you know, right now we're getting the wasps to kind of, but the problem is actually the phantom rays are in front of the wasps. So the wasps can't do anything unless they kill all the phantom rays. And that's a tall order here. So that's why this isn't working. But did we do better? No, not really. Okay. Okay, so I said before that I think the only way maybe the opponent wins here is just War Factory. So why don't we try that? Get a super buff War Factory. Obviously, we need to go for both this and this. Let's go for an oil just to clear the chaff. Which side do we go into? They're both pretty strong, but maybe this side is a little weaker. But we do also kind of waste shots onto this, so what if we went like more like, you know, something like this? We'll borrow range and let's see, not much else we could do here. Just go for definitely a defense. Missiles, is that gonna do anything? It's already gonna be on fire. Maybe we just beacon this guy. Like, you know, here and here. 100 left over. I don't know, just random missiles maybe. This is probably gonna win because we're so close to the tower. We completely counter them. Everything's locked on, but everything's doing no damage. The tower's about to fall. And everything else dies. So he just had to go War Factory, I think. I mean, how do we deal with the War Factory, right? If it comes down to this, I don't know. Like, I don't think there's a way to deal with both the War Factory and or not War Factory. Like, we don't have Ignite. Ignite's not going to do anything anyways. Burst, maybe. There's no way the Typhoon ever takes down the War Factory. So we would just need a Melter. I think putting a Melter here is our only shot at being able to counter this. So in reality, I think maybe our play, the Ray play is incorrect, maybe. Maybe the Ray play has to be, we have to use a Melter. Or two Melters. We have to get the Melters. We have to range it. And let's sell something else. Just don't think there's much else to sell. So, is this even necessary? We just sell this. And just kind of put this a little bit far behind. So we were going to automatically just kind of lose that supply. I think that's fine. We still probably win, I think. We'll borrow range, more wasps, I think, or maybe like one more wasp here. Maybe we could do 2 more wasps, I guess. Feels like the wasps are the ones winning the fight here. And we do want the missiles as usual. Maybe we can't afford all the missiles. So maybe we'll just go for this one. This guy, I think we could just have him kind of go like here maybe, or just kind of have just have him maybe go here. Or I think this is fine though. I mean, he's just gonna go forward. I think this is fine. All right, so this is for the build that anticipates the either the melter here or the melter here. I mean, the war factory here or war factory here. Because quite frankly, most high-level players would, you know, there's a good chance that they will put the war factory here. Like, it's quite obvious. I bet if you play against Rooster or, you know, any of those guys, especially the famous guys that love to use the war factory, they will go for the war factory. So it's a huge mistake to not go for this, I think, because we saw how effective the you know, that was, and we still win. We still win by a lot. So I think the situation is just more of these wasps help. So we did 2798. Let's see what happens if we went like pure typhoons instead. So we keep doing this. Have our guys back. Borrow range. And upgrade the typhoons. Upgrade these guys, of course. And we have enough money just for 2 typhoons. So we'll probably just go like here and here maybe. I think the 1 missile we should use here. Let's sell out of this anyways. Okay, we got missiles here and here. So do we just, let's just float to 50 maybe? All right. So 2800 is with building more wasps only, and this is the test of seeing building more typhoons. Obviously, typhoons are not in the greatest position. They're kind of in the middle, but they are adding to the fight now. So the question is, are the typhoons doing more at clearing out the AA wasp pack that leads to the boats being exposed? That's the question, and we'll see with the HP what the answer is on that. Wow, so close. That's crazy. Usually, well, I guess you could say it's less damage, so this is more effective. What else? Do we ever test? So let's keep the melters here. Or wait. Yeah, we have to keep the melters just for the sake of the experiment. Is it ever worth like teching into this? Well, we don't have money for that, so I don't think that's an option. Let's just say we go do something crazy and just try this, even though we don't have the money for it. Sell out of this. Maybe we still upgrade this guy. I think this is important. Right, I think we still upgrade this guy. Okay. Let's just see if the shield does anything. So we're at like 2800, like now 2700. And let's see what the new HP is... Maybe we lose by clicking shield. I mean, we're quad tech now. And maybe the stuff that hits our wasps, I mean, it shoots 4 times in one square. So maybe like the shield does nothing. Okay, that's crazy. So all 3 results all had a similar. What does that tell us? Tells us that it kind of doesn't matter, maybe. Is that what it really tells us? What if we try something crazy? Does it just mean that like we're winning no matter what? Or does it mean that the shields actually did something? We'll just upgrade this, we'll upgrade this, and maybe we just float. I still want the missile here, I think. Still want a missile here. We'll borrow, do this. Let's just do nothing. Let's just see what that does. 550 floating. Do we still get... How much do we win now? Or do we lose? It feels like, you know, whenever it's like whatever you do and the result doesn't change, well, maybe it means that like we just like, you know, maybe it just means like we win no matter what, right? I would like, that would be very interesting if that were the case. And it kind of looks like we're still winning no matter what. Ooh, this is interesting. This is taking a bit longer. Actually, it gets locked on by the melter. I mean, look. So we win by 2150. We won by like 26, 27, 28, but we floated 550. So we're basically, it's like 1 HP for every supply, which is kind of crazy. I think what this means is we're winning anyways, and like, you know, as you could see, you know, it just doesn't matter because the composition is just so strong. I think the reason why it's so strong is because we have the Phantom Race in front a little bit, just a tank for the wasps. Shield on the wasps I think is bad, just because we have the wasps with these attacks are killing the wasps regardless if they have the shield or not. It doesn't make a difference. I think for him I would have went like these 2 techs, but that being said, when you're going into level 3 wasps already, and you know we're already triple teched, it's probably too little too late. So yeah, I guess this composition is just so strong. Like the Typhoon mixed with the wasps kills his wasp with no range almost instantaneously. The fire kind of burns. There is the odd chaff that kind of delays things. Like this late chaff is it's a huge problem. But besides that, he doesn't have much on the ground that's really tanking anything. Like he's got no tanks. Like is his most tankiest unit is the fire badger coming in from behind, which is hardly a tank. Which means basically, well, he does have the stormcrawlers in the shield, and we could see that maybe it was kind of causing problems. But the main problem is that the Stormcrawler, the Overlord is moving at 16. This is moving at 12. He also clicks speed, which I think is a mistake. There's nothing in front of the Overlord, you could say. Like the Stormcrawler doesn't move. This kind of moves in front, so our army is pretty far behind. I mean, it could be more behind, but it's kind of a little bit far behind. I guess it's perfect. And yeah, the overloads just get way too exposed. There's nothing in front. There's no sledges. There's no nothing. And yeah, that's the problem. Like once they get EMP'd, oh my goodness, the overlords are absolutely they get turned from the most terrifying unit into just the weakest piece of you know, it's not a piece of trash, but it's quite close. It's super useless. It's like going from pre-nerf Raiden to, like, you know, post nerf 100 times and then, you know, take off all the text, you know, half its range, and, you know, just make it just make it fly out in front, you know, just to get killed instantly. It's such a huge difference. So we do thank the player who recommended the EMP shot, who's the other Raymaster, T6. And yeah, we've found a really good way to deal with the overlords now. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.